What's up, seniors, senior students, senior literature students, class of 2020, or for some of you at this rate, the way you're going, class of 2021, because you're not going to do any of your work because you're lazy. Let's look at your class notes for today. There's really not a lot to talk about. You know everything I expect from you on Sunday night. It's four chapters. I'm sorry, it's four scenes, two quotes, two examples from each scene. However you want to mix that, it could be a quote, and it could be an example, it could be kind of a paraphrase, however you want to do that, and then your thoughts on that. Get it in as soon as you can. You can even read all four scenes today and do it and get it over with. So those are my thoughts on that. Real quick, I did want to talk to you about scene 3, one of my favorite scenes in the play. You know, we see Troy and Cory kind of, their relationship is already weird. Cory is about your age, give or take, and he has quit his job at the A&P, little grocery mart. We used to have one in Dothan, actually. Quit his job at the A&P so he could focus on football, and then he could, after football season is over with, he could pick up his job again, and that's all fine with his boss. And Troy doesn't work that way, man. It doesn't work that way for Troy. Troy is very tangible. What's the here and now? Okay, we talked about it yesterday. Troy is very focused on money and responsibility. And you think to yourself, well, coach, if he's focused on money and responsibility, then why doesn't he buy that color TV that Cory talks to him about in scene 3? Well, he doesn't, because he talks about the roof over your head, the food that goes on the table, and gives a very dad answer of why they're not going to be buying a color television anytime soon. Cory asks Troy, "Why don't you like me?" And Troy basically says, "It doesn't matter if I like you or not. You're my responsibility to feed. It's my responsibility to feed you and take care of you, and you're never going to get anywhere in this world by worrying if people like you or not." And this is good advice, I guess, but it's also, you have to also consider the fact that Troy's perspective is skewed because of some of the problems he's had in his own life, and we get into this. He's upset with Cory for focusing so much on football and trying to go to play college football and trying to get out of here, which you would think he would support. You'd think he would support that, but we also get the sense there's a little bit of jealousy there from Troy because Troy didn't get that opportunity. Remember, Troy, on account of his race, was not given the opportunity to play baseball. Troy was probably, supposedly, one of the great baseball players of his era, but he was never going to play Major League Baseball because MLB wasn't integrated at the time. And, we see that, Troy, his denial of Cory here in regards to playing football, and hey, you need to focus on getting your job, and who cares about football, because he wants Cory to get paid now. He refuses to look at Cory long term, get a college education, and get a college education and go on and get a big job and make a better life for yourself. Troy realizes he was never given that opportunity. Okay, so it's better for Cory to focus his life on working at the A&P, I guess, the grocery store, and earn money. And there's flawed reasoning in that. And so please look at scene 3. Please focus on the back part of that scene between Troy and Cory. And it goes into a pretty, if you look at the play and you watch the movie, it goes from a pretty innocent scene to, I won't say an argument, but kind of a hostile perspective from Troy towards Cory. The tone changes very quickly in that. And depending on what theme you're focused on, you can read into that a couple of different ways. Freedom versus protection, for example. If that's your theme, is this Troy trying to protect his son. Man, this is still 1957. You know, you're a young black kid, and you're going to go play college football, and you're never going to be treated right on account of your color. If you're thinking that, if you're Troy, all right. Whereas what he's really doing is keeping Cory from what could probably at this point be a better opportunity, because even though it's 1957, things have changed. This isn't the 30s anymore. This isn't what Baldwin called the first generation of free men that we talked about in our last unit. So I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. You guys have been very, 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 very quiet during fences so far. I have no idea where any of you are here. So if you would leave a comment, okay, or whatever, whichever side I'm supposed to be pointing on, if you would leave a comment, or if you want to email me, or if you want to send me a reminder on some of your thoughts. I've been asking you about your favorite character. I've been asking you about what you guys think about these themes or questions you may have. My prediction is on Sunday night, after I've gone to bed, you're going to start riddling me with a bunch of questions about, Coach, which theme should we choose? Do we have to choose a new theme for each scene? Coach, what are we supposed to read? Okay, because you're going to be panicking then. You're not panicking on a Wednesday. You're panicking on a Sunday night. So please look over this stuff now, and if you have any questions, I can help you with any questions you may have. Did have a good question come in yesterday, speaking of the themes. Remember, up front, and I mentioned this in the blog today, up front, you choose a theme, and whatever theme it is that you choose, you stick with that theme. So if you're going to go with family dynamics, that means that's your theme, man. Every scene you're focused on, to heck with freedom versus protection. Okay, you're focused on family dynamic. You're focused on that one theme all the way throughout. And remember, there are 3 choices at the top of that sheet for you to choose from. Denial of dreams. Again, a couple of these things kind of bleed into the other. Freedom versus protection, or my personal favorite, which is family dynamics. I mean, what do you guys think about Troy and his brother Gabriel? You know, Gabriel's got problems. I don't know if you could tell. That is a result of a war injury he sustained while he was fighting in World War II. He came back different. And hardship for Troy, yes. Did Troy benefit some from his brother? Yes. The GI Bill that he got from Gabriel's injury. So there's a lot there. I recommend you look at the play. I recommend you watch the film. I recommend you read along. Let me know if you guys have any questions. This is all due Sunday night at 11:59. But of course, we're going to be talking about it right here on Coach Hall Tube. Coach Hall Tube vlog, vlog every day. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I never hear from any of you unless you have an assignment you're turning in. I assume if you're turning in assignments that things are going okay. Some of you haven't turned in a thing, and I'm not going to get on that soapbox again. I already did that yesterday. But yeah, don't fail, please. Love you. Bye.